Hello everybody. Today for Sunday Funday, we're going to see how I draw Spider Guy. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There will even be one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. So, for this Sunday Funday, I'm going to make Spider-Man. Now, hang on. Before you say, wait a minute, that's not just creating. This is not doing whatever you want like Sunday Funday is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Just hang on. So, I'm going to make Spider-Man, but like a spider. So, he's going to have 8 arms. So, and this is not going to be like Marvel Spider-Man. This is going to be like if I were making a crazy comic book or a wrestler, you know what I mean? Just something different that is, he goes by the name of Spider-Man because he has 8 appendages. That's what I'm going for. He's going to look nothing like Spider-Man. He's just going to be a guy with 8 arms. That's what I'm trying to do. And the reason I say a wrestler or a comic book, well, I don't want to say comic book because, you know, Spider-Man is a comic book character, but I don't want to do that. I'm trying to do something else. But what I'm trying to say is I like to make my crazy little characters like here, like what we're doing on Sunday Funday. I'm trying to make them as if it's somebody wearing a costume, you know, so anybody could do this and it's not, what's the word I'm trying to say? It's not, almost like you can make this for a Halloween costume. That's kind of what I'm trying to say, is anybody can make something like this. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm going for. Okay, I'm gonna make he's gonna be wearing gloves too. That's kind of the nice thing, is we're gonna get away with not drawing tons of detail, and he's gonna be furry like a tarantula, you know? Let's see, let's give him a crazy like mouth, like as if he was wearing a mask. And a bunch of eyes, like a spider. Maybe too many, you know? Okay. So yeah, like I said, I kind of want this looking like anybody can design this and make a Halloween costume. So it's gonna look very rough and basic, you know? But again, that's what Sunday Funday is all about. We do whatever we want. So if you want to draw along with me, make your own, go for it. If you want to draw this one, go for it. If you just want to hang out, sip a juice, watch what I'm doing, go for it. Again, Sunday Funday. Have some fun. Okay. There's 6 arms, so I gotta draw the last few. And this is gonna be hanging down. And so I'm counting the legs as appendages. So basically there you go. He's got 8 appendages. So, you know, the legs are going to be counting as his 8. So 6 arms, 2 legs, count as 8. Spider-Man. But again, you know, this is why I'm just calling it Sunday Funday. We do whatever we want, and no one can tell us we're wrong because we're just creating, you know? All right. I think that's good enough. I think for a crazy little sketch like this, I think that's good. I think I'm ready to go. Let me erase a little bit just so the Sharpie stands out and not the pencil. But I think I'm good. I think I'm ready. Okay, let's go for it. Let's welcome everybody that skipped to the Sharpie portions. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a drawing every single day and you can play along and see what I create 365 days a year. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's going to be in there for some tiny details that the pen, the fine point can't quite get. Plus, it's a nice contrast of thick versus thin. So, I've already sketched the entire thing out. Today I'm working on Spider-Man, but not Marvel Spider-Man, a guy with 8 appendages. How's that? So, I'm going to go ahead and start with a new Sharpie. I'm going to get rid of this one. Bring in a new one here. And I'm going to play around with the idea of he's got 6 arms and 2 legs equals 8. And he's wearing a costume, so he's got gloves on and he's got a furry body. Okay? So that's what we're building off of. So I'm going to make him, let's draw his eyes. So I'm going to draw one eye like this first. And I'm going to draw another one like this. And before I go further, I'm going to draw the other ones with the tiny Sharpie or the Sharpie pen. So like I said, I get a nice contrast, and I'm going to do kind of a pattern, but I'm going to wait until I draw the other side over here. So let's do that first. Let's draw his head like this. And like I said, I'm going to give him kind of a furry look. And also, I want this to look like a guy wearing the costume. That's the other idea behind this. So, I'm going to draw, let's see, I'm going to draw his face come down like this. I'm going to draw down to his chin. Again, a little furry, a little fuzzy. So, here's the back of his neck to his ear. Okay. And then it's kind of a hair fuzz. Something like that, okay? So, now that I did that, I'm going to draw another set of eyes over here, kind of going around. Another one here, now that I know where everything is. And I'm going to draw his mouth. He's going to have a mouth open. Kind of like this. And I'm going to draw a couple of fangs. Like this. All right, you know what, let's just for giggles, let's just do something like that. Just kind of accent in the fact that we have this little tiny Sharpie. We can do stuff like this and add a little extra fun, you know? And that's what I was saying, that's what it's a nice contrast with thick versus thin. You can do stuff like this and add a little life to it. Okay, so again, 6 arms. These 2 are up. These are just regular. These are just hanging down. So I'm just going to follow my body shape and add some fuzz to it, you know? All right. So I got this bicep over here going to a glove. So I'm going to draw the glove like this. So that means now that I have that, I've got an edge that I can work with. Kind of come down like this. And draw that to there. So see what I'm saying? Kind of a fuzzy body, kind of a, you know, a little bit of hair to him, because Tarantula's got like these little hairs. I'm not saying he's a tarantula, but you know, spiders have spidery hairs, you know, so something like that. We're not going to go crazy. We're not going to draw them all, but just something fun. So now I'm going to draw his gloved arm like this. Draw the other side over here, and I've got he's going to be doing fists because he's, you know, power fighting Spider-Man. Okay, so there's the inside of his hand to his pinky. And that'll just guide us to start, stop points and stuff like that. So there's his thumb that's in front of all the other fingers, out like this. And from what I can draw that's left, I mean, they're all covered up. I'm going to do just a little bit of other appendages that you can see, like that. Okay. And I'm kind of envisioning this as black, like he's wearing black gloves. So a lot of this is going to be, you know, colored and covered up. But I'm going to add just a few hand lines like this. Just for that, okay? All right. So let's see, which arm should we do next? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw his chest to define our edge over here, and we can build on these arms. So I'm going to give him strong pecs like this, because he's a, you know, superhero kind of Spider-Man kind of thing. And that'll give us his stomach, like that. And I'm gonna have him wearing tights, like a superhero. Okay, so now we've got this edge we can play with, and let's do this. Let's build on these arms since they're in front of everything, and then we'll work our way that way. So this arm's gonna be hanging down. So there's the elbow. It's connected right about there. Bicep and glove. All right, so see how it's kind of connected, but we're not gonna draw every single line. I'm gonna draw some hair just to, go crazy, have a little fun. And just like that, we're gonna draw another glove. But this one's gonna be easier because I'm gonna have most of them like in a fist. So there's not a lot of detail we gotta draw. So there's one thumb. Let's see, it's gonna be like this. So we're going to wrap it in like that. And just draw the hand like that. And that's it. See, he's in a fist, so we're just gonna do that. Pretty simple, huh? All right, so this one's, again, same thing, but just hanging down. So bicep, elbow, bicep to the glove, and draw the glove, just like we did there. And same thing, we're just gonna draw a fist, just like we did there. Something like that. Let's add a little bit more detail. I didn't quite go all the way in like I should have. Something like that. And then same thing, we're just gonna crease the glove. So it's pretty easy, but again, it's just ours, we're having a little fun with it. So, all right, how's yours coming out? Mine's really super fun. This is awesome. I kind of want to make this costume now. So, all right, so now what I can do is I can draw his tights to his leg. And there's my paper's bowing. There's his crotch to the edge. All right, so now we've got edges we can work with and we can build off of that. So I want this arm in front and this arm in the back. So let's do his hanging arm first. Down to the elbow, just like that. Bicep, but I've got this leg here, so let me draw it in so you have an edge. There's his knee, down to right there is where the boot's gonna be. I only want to do that just so you have the edge here to work with and not just wonder about where we're gonna stop. Plus it gives us actually a start-stop point because we can start here, draw the edge of his glove, and when we draw this side, that'll tell us where to stop. That's why I call them start-stop points. It gives us a good place to build and design from. Okay, so again, we're just gonna draw his hand in a fist, just like we did over here. So let's draw the back of his hand to his knuckles. It's a little bit longer than that, but that's okay. It's all right. It's Spider-Man. This is our drawing. This is Sunday Funday. We can do whatever we want, so we're not wrong. Don't worry about that. So let's see. His fist is gonna be, there's his thumb, in like that, and like this. You can see a few fingers. And then, so this is what I was talking about. So we're gonna do the edge, and we can start and stop right there. So that's the nice thing about giving yourself some start-stop points, is you know where you're going, and you're not accidentally cutting into the leg, or cutting into something that you didn't want to cut into, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so this next arm is next. Or is it? I don't know. I think this arm is next and this one will be behind it. So let's do the bicep, or let's do the top arm. So I'm going to do just like I did over here, shoulder to the bicep, to the glove, and let's draw this other side. So there's the elbow, down to the arm like this. Should have made that a little more fuzzy, but that's okay. We'll cover it up like this. Draw some fuzz in that way. And so basically that's what I was drawing. Like, I guess I could do it over here too. Just draw like you want the shoulder over the bicep, So even though we're making this up, even though we're just, having fun on Sunday, let's at least pay attention to some anatomy. Let's do a little bit of it correct. All right, so Now we're going to do just like we did over here. We're going to just draw a fist. So I'm going to draw his glove up to his hand, glove up to his hand, and this one is going to be kind of like this, like that. So we're going to draw this thumb up, and let's see, we're going to draw thumb over the fingers, down like that, and this side we'll draw because we can draw the pinky and then build off of that. Okay, so there are the other fingers, and the reason I wanted to do it like that is because this one's going to be underneath, and I just want to see how far underneath. All right, so there's the top of the knuckles like this, so we can go and connect them like that. And there's the front of your hand, kind of like that. And I'll go ahead and add these creases and lines because, again, it's a glove. So we're gonna just crease it up, you know, because it's folded and bent from the use. All right, so now that we have that in place, this one is behind these two. So I can do this to the elbow or to the crook because I'm gonna have this one kind of up. There's the glove, like that, okay? So that's the elbow, like that. Glove, or the edge. And I'm gonna have this hand waving to you. He's saying, hi, I'm Spider-Man. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the thumb like this. And we're just gonna draw the fingers. There's the pinky, like this. Draw the other fingers like that, connect it right there, and that's it. And then draw some edges like I did with all those. You know, this is a glove material, and it's got some creases and folds from where it's been used, so something like that. We won't go too crazy. All right, so now let's finish up the last of his occipital appendages. Don't use that word. That's not a real word. I'm just making that up. Okay, so again, we're going to do the front of his leg over here. A little fuzzy. I'm going to draw his knee in like that to his boots. All right, so this one you can't see because it's covered up. And we just draw like that. So this is also a good explanation of why I like to draw stuff that's in front first. That way, when you're drawing what's behind, you don't have to draw all the detail. You only draw what you can see, you know? So back of the leg over here, like that, again to the boot. And we're gonna do the boots just like we did the legs. Super simple and easy, like that. And then draw the bottom of the foot. Simple boots for a complex character. So something like this, again, just drawing some creases and folds in the boot because he uses it, and give him a little bit of a heel there. Little bottom of the boot. And we'll do this one now. So we're gonna come down to the heel. There's the front. This one's off sideways, so draw like that. So we're gonna draw the heel, come down a little bit for the front of the foot. Draw that heel back in, and draw the bottom of the sole like we did over here. And now, again, some creases and folds, just to give it some life. You know, it's used. It's well worn in his spider crime fighting, or I don't know if he's a crime fighter in his spider world. He lives on Spiderlandia. You know. And so now I'm just going to add just a few little extra little things that just make it come alive, make it our own, you know? All right, so I am extremely happy with this. I hope yours came out awesome. I say we take care of the rest with color. So for Sunday Funday, that is SPIDERGUY. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.